Nick Baldwin for BloodYellow.com here with UFC featherweight contender Renato Moicano, who takes on the Korean Zombie in the main event of UFC Greenville on June 22nd. Renato, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it. This is a big fight. This is also a fight people look at and think this is going to be a lot of fun. Do you look at this fight against Chan Sung Jung and think fight of the night is fight of the night, or maybe even fight of the year written all over it?
Yeah, for sure, because we have like a good style for the public, and I think the people will love this fight.
When you got the call to fight Korean Zombie, what was your reaction?
Well, in the first, I was thinking fight against a better ranking guy like Zabit, Ortega, maybe Volkanovski, because they have a doubt about Aldo's fight, and Aldo and Volkanovski's fight, because Aldo got an injury, something like that. But after my manager Alex Davis told me they want to book you against Zombie, and I say, okay, let's do it. I need to fight. I need to come back in the wins column, and let's do it. And I don't even know was a main event, you know. So first they only tell me, do you want to fight against Zombie? And okay, let's do it.
It seemed like initially it wasn't going to be the main event. When it was first reported, it was just another fight on the card, maybe co-main event. Were you happy when they said main event? Is that good for you, or does it not really matter?
It's good because I want like get more promotions, get more people know me. So main event is perfect for me, and especially against a guy like Zombie, you know. Goes forward, the people like him. He has a really cool nickname, so Korean Zombie. Everybody's want to know who is him, and this is good, you know, because he attract a lot of people to watch him. I have a lot of Brazilians guys, a lot of American guys who want to see me, and let's do this in a main event in the United States, you know. So I'm really happy, but in the end of the day, doesn't matter, you know. I have to beat Zombie, and I will do that.
I'm trying to think back. Is this your first UFC main event?
Yeah. It's my first.
So it must feel pretty special. This is a special fight for you.
For sure, it's. But like I said before, in other interviews, every fight matters to me. I don't care about main event, co-main event. I just care about the wins, you know, because I want to be the champion. I have to beat the best, and Zombie in my way, and I will beat him and come back to the wins column and come back to be a contender.
Are you excited for your first 5-rounder? Does that change training at all?
No, because I always train hard, you know. Like Mike Brown told me, it's always the same. You always train harder you can train, you know. So in a 5-round bout, you have to control the pace, but the training is pretty much the same.
Okay. You're coming off that loss to Jose Aldo. Tough fight for you. What do you take away from it? You fought a former featherweight champion, one of the best MMA fighters to ever walk the planet. What do you take away from that fight?
It's just such honor to fight against Jose Aldo. To me, it's all about I respect him too much, you know. And the next fight, I will not respect Korean Zombie. I will put my weapons out and show to the people what I can do. You know, I know I'm the best in the world, one of the best in the world, and one day I will prove I'm the best in the world.
How much of Korean Zombie have you watched since this fight is booked? He's coming off that knockout loss to Yair Rodriguez, one of the best fights in 2018, and probably the best knockout from Yair. It was a big come-from-behind victory. I'm sure you've seen the fight.
Yeah.
What did you make of his loss? But also, I mean, he was winning up until the last second.
Man, Korean is tough. Everybody know. I know. Every opponent who faces Zombie know, and the fans know that. You know, he is not a really ranked guy because he come from 3 years in the army, something like that. So he is not ranking very well. But he was the 5 in the world. He was a contender. He fight for the belt. He has his title shot. So everybody knows Zombie stuff. He was winning that fight against Yair, and Yair got him with this crazy elbow. Was really good to watch that fight, and I'm watching that fight. But for sure, Zombie was winning that fight, and I respect him. I know he's a tough guy. I know all his strongest point and his weakest. So I will explore that aggressivity, and I will put a show in the main event in South Carolina. Don't blink, will be a show.
I think you're ranked number 4 at featherweight in the UFC right now. Number 4, number 5? Okay. Yeah. Where do you think a win over Korean Zombie puts you at 145? You're, of course, on a tear, and then you fell short to Aldo. Does it put you right back into title contention?
Yeah, because everybody knows Zombie is a tough guy, and will be a main event, and I will come back with a big win against Zombie, and I want to put my name right on the top, you know, right? I want to fight with the best. So I don't choose who I fight. UFC do this better than me, better than everyone. UFC is the best and make big fights and make entertainment fights and make fights that people want to see. So this is their job, not mine, but I want to fight the best. This is the only thing I can say is I want to fight the best and I want to be the champion. This is the goal of my life.
Now, the featherweight champion Max Holloway, after a unsuccessful interim lightweight title fight against Dustin Poirier earlier this year, he's headed back down to fight Frankie Edgar, defend his 45-pound title. Yeah. You also have Volkanovski, who just coming off a dominant win over Jose Aldo. Yeah. Was Edgar versus Holloway the right fight to make, or should it have been Max and Volkanovski?
No, I think Max and Volkanovski make more sense because Volkanovski is coming in for a big wins. He beat Chad Mendes. Chad Mendes was a great contender, and Jose Aldo is a legend. So for me, the fight to do is Max and Volkanovski. But the UFC already booked this fight for the title. But I know Frankie Edgar have a lot of story for the UFC. He was champion in the upweight class, in the lightweight. He has a lot of a huge fan base. Everybody loves him. He's a great guy. So UFC, and for me, he is starting to think about retiring, you know, because I think he's getting 40. I don't know, but maybe UFC give him to. You know, I saw he talking about UFC Frankie talking about something like UFC have to give me this title shot because I did so much for the company and something like that, like Cerrone did too. Right. And Cerrone say like something like that about be the next contender, and I think it's like a reward to Frank, you know, and I agreed with that too because Frankie Edgar is a great former champion and will be a good fight too.
There's a lot going on at 145, a lot of contenders, a lot of people wanting that title shot. Just because Volkanovski isn't getting it right away and probably deserves it more than anybody, as you said, do you think you get a win over a Korean Zombie, you still need one more before getting a title shot?
For sure. Okay. For sure I will be because you know, sometimes the people get the title shot in different way, like Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee was the 11 or 12 and get the title shot against Tony, because we don't know. Sometimes the people get injuries. The people can't fight, and maybe after the Zombie win, I can happen a situation like that. But for me, I have to beat Zombie and beat another top level contender to get a title shot, and that's what I will do.
Well, it's UFC Greenville, June 22nd. You're taking on the Korean Zombie. How do you get it done?
I don't know how, but I will. You know, I'm feeling this. That is my fight, and I will show the world how good I am.
Renato, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it, and best of luck to you on June 22nd.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the Canadian public and the people for United States. Have a good Memorial Day, United States. Us.